Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun. Okay, we kind of mapped out the legs, and I've got 10 inches between here and here, and my plate in that that the lathe sits on is 12 inches, so that gives me an inch, for weld and that sort of thing. And in the bottom, I've got 15 inches or 30 inches between one end and the other, and and there's our center line. So that's going to be the profile of what we're trying to do here. Now what I need to do is to recut all my ends to match the arc, and that's going to be reasonably simple. Let's just do this first. So the angle just needs to be a little bit different. Now, the other problem is down at the bottom. All right, here's how it comes in. We need to go a little further than that. Okay, let's cut the bottom of the legs. The angle is a little different here at the bottom. So, readjust. Okay, let's take our little squares and we're going to drill a hole right in the center of it. And it's not dead center, but just approximate center, because basically these are little leg adjusters. So no big deal. There's approximate center. And let's get rid of some chips. We've already done one. Okay. There we go. Come in with a 1/2 inch, or they're close to a 1/2 inch. I think it's one size under. There's that. There's that. Let's see where we landed. Just turn it on and kiss it. Okay, it's a little bit. Easy. Take out that drill. 21/32, which is the small diameter of, or the minor diameter of, come on. What happened? There it is. No? Ah, there it is. The minor diameter of 3/4. Okay. And we were looking for, my larger drill bits have little indents every third way around. And so it makes it for a much more positive grip. All right. This drill comes out. And take that in, ready to go. That's good enough. Now we'll take it over to the vise and do a little, let's dip it on it. All right, that made it. There we go. 2 more. All right, the thing that's hanging it up is the control box so far. All right, I'll bring you in and show you what we're doing. The motor is connected to this steel plate. You can see it right there. And what we need to do is take these bolts out so the motor can come loose and slide out of the way, and we can get in there and move the lathe back. So, taking the bolts. Okay, we got the motor cleared out, and I think we can just kind of push this back now. Well, hang on. This is just a wooden table over here. On that end, we got all this junk off of it. We could actually move that table. In fact, we're going to eventually have to move it. Well, I know what we can do is just lift that end of the lathe. That'll do it. Ouch. All right, we got to come back a little bit first. That should do it. Let's get some blocks of wood. There we go. Okay, we're above it. Now we can slide it over, and hopefully it'll do what I want it to do. There we go. Okay. All right, it's out of the way. That's all we needed. Now let's bring it down and focus on the plate itself. And I have one weld here and one weld here, and I'm not seeing another weld back here, and then a third weld over on this end. So I think what we do is just cut these welds off and go from there. All right, maybe a rag. Let's draw you back a little bit so you can see the whole picture. How's that? Better. Okay, we got a bunch of oil right in this little area right here. Let's get the grinder. Okay, we made it. We're loose. Now, the problem is, I think this thing weighs a ton. See if we can drag it out a little ways. It might not be too bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so let's kick this out. Drag it back. Bring this forward. There we go. Bring it as far around as we can get it. There we go. And drop it on the floor. Oh. Okay. There it is. Just the way we wanted it. So now let's put it on some wheels. I think we can just kind of pick it up. Walk it over here. And drop it down. There we go. Whee! But I think we want to turn it over. That's our next step. So let's just lift it up. Okay, that's kind of where we want it. That looks good. Now, the legs are going to go in here just about like that. It looks pretty good. I think I want to get rid of all these rough edges here. Just do that now. Oops. Oh. Well, we can use that one at the end. Well, hell's bells, that was a push. I'm sweating. Let's flip this thing over one more time. Ugh. All right, well, before I put the next set of legs on, I realized that I can take about 10 inches off of that end, and everything will still function just fine. So let's take those 10 inches and go from there. Okay, so we got her somewhat weakened. A little bit of bending and pushing and pulling. And that was good by me.